That's my.
I'm still on Facebook jail.
You still.
Y'all good? All right.
Mm-hmm. See if we can get some people that's gonna share their thoughts. What's going on?
What you tell them what you talking about, they gonna share.
I know. I'm like, ooh, Lord, don't get on here talking crazy.
Of course they are.
Because we do need a male's input.
I mean, when
I got a couple people watching.
When
Yeah.
I'm asked, I'll say something. I ain't gonna leave you out there like that. It's not how I roll.
I wish I could have got another fella, because we always like to have, you know.
Well, next time,
Um,
let me know in advance, and I can get people up in here for you.
okay, bet. All right, we are live. Hey, y'all. Hey.
Like, oh shit.
We are live. All right, so welcome. Let me try to get this thing. I don't want this all in my face like that. But we here with the Purpose Over Pain podcast, and the topic of today I wanted to do because I just been seeing all of this foolishness and shenanigans, talking about dating and talking about there's a lot of finger pointing going on. There's a lot of things because I, for one, I have been in a relationship. I was in a relationship for 5 years. As some of you all know, he passed away. And just getting back out there and talking to people, or to guys, I should say. I'm just trying to figure out like what happened. Like I think something happened within the last 5 years, and I don't know what happened. I think something happened with the men, and I think something happened with the women. So I want to have a conversation. I really want to try to figure out some things. Because some things have come up, and I'm trying to figure out, like, for one, these dollar amounts. Where did $200 come from? Who said that we have to spend $200 on a date? That's one thing that I want to know. Because a date is not necessarily $200. Like, we can go to coffee and get a date, honey. You know. So first things first, let's talk about who I have sitting here with me. So I have Kit Kat.
Hey.
And I have Miss Amisa.
Hi.
Two of my A1s, and I love them. And I also have Tone. He'll be in and out whenever I call him, and I need that male perspective if we don't have any comments there.
Only here for Kit Kat.
Only here for Kit Kat. All right, so I wanted to ask first question. Like, how do y'all feel about the timing? So once you get out of a relationship, how do you feel about just jumping back into that dating scene? How long do you think you should actually wait?
How long do I think we should wait, or how long
Yeah.
have I waited?
Like how the both.
I've waited years.
Years as okay. So what was your last relationship?
I haven't been in a relationship in years. 6 years.
6 years.
You already know.
Oh my.
Okay, so from the time that you haven't been in a relationship in 6 years, what is the main thing that stops you from actually getting into a relationship?
People be lying for no reason. I don't care. They just be lying.
People just be lying
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
mean,
you know what? Being in Facebook groups and stuff, I see that women do like to get lied to. They don't want to. Yeah, they do. They
that's
rather
okay.
they want to get lied to. So I think that's why men do it because they think we all want to get lied to. No, I don't need to get lied to. Let me make up my mind because I'm a lie to myself. I'm a lie to myself anyway.
Right.
If I like you enough, hell. Like,
so
yeah,
you mean you gonna put those rose-colored glasses on?
for sure.
I mean, I did see a post that the other day that said, I mean, then we could talk about sexual, but it did say that, if you like a dude enough, the wang dang doodle size don't matter. So
I had a whole conversation with my coworkers about that. It matters to me.
yeah, it does. Absolutely. However, but we ain't even talking about that because we talking about dating. So Patsy, hey, that's my homegirl, Chi-Town. She basically said trust issues, which brings back a little bit of what Tone said in the beginning. Basically, like, you have trust issues, you have circumstances where that happens and you like, shit, I don't want it to happen again. I know, for instance, me, I don't necessarily I don't want to go through that hurt no more.
That's true too.
I just don't. I don't want to put myself out there no more. I don't want to love nobody like that no more, because that takes a lot out of you.
It does.
When you get to the point where I'm sick to my stomach over this nigga. What? I can't eat? You know how much shit. You know how much weight I lost loving on somebody? No. And I'm already little. No, ma'am.
I was not ready for that one.
Miss Gail, thank you. It's hard getting out here. Because like I said, I don't know. I literally don't know what happened. I asked somebody a question in one of these one of the groups, Facebook groups, what happened? Who hurt you? And it was a real question. It was a real question. I really wanted to know who hurt you. Where did this begin? Okay, so Misha, how long has it been since you've been in an actual relationship?
Probably like 2016. Since 2017, I ended my last relationship.
Oh my.
So 2016, 2017. So for you, 6 years. For you, 2016, 2017. For me, you are having the topic that I was going to call and talk to you about it. Well, let's talk about it. Passy J. 2017, 2016, 6 years. For me, it's literally been only a year and a half. And we are all stating here in various, stages and saying, I don't even want to try anymore. I don't even think it's worth it. Ms. Gail said, when we don't love again, it shows our children that love isn't possible.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah. I don't necessarily think that that's true either. I think that love is an action verb. I mean, love is action, is an action word. Love is a verb. So I think that regardless whether it's a romantic relationship versus a platonic relationship that you have with somebody, you can still show your children that love is possible. And in that being possible, it's still possible with a romantic relationship. I don't not believe in love anymore. I just know that I'm at a point where if it happens, it happens. It don't. I grew up a little girl that I knew exactly what I wanted to have, for my wedding. I knew exactly, the type of man that I wanted to marry. I wanted that, that Prince Charming to come and say, I dead ass, I wanted that. And then I had 4 kids and 3 baby daddies.
Shit, well.
And I mean, and there was a time when me having, my children, in the beginning of me having my children, I would have people that say, ain't nobody gonna want you because you got so many kids. Ain't nobody gonna want you because you. And now I'm just like, we ride.
Right.
Because guess who's still around? My kids.
Right.
My kids, they still here and they still love me.
Exactly.
and whoever ain't here, you just not here at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So getting back out there into the dating scene and just trying to, meet somebody that you want to click with, that you want to, get with. So you 6 years. So do you think at this point in time, do you think that it's a better, that it's a good time for you to start getting back out there?
I don't want to get married, so I don't know. Like, what would be my purpose of dating? Just to have sex?
Yeah, you need that poutine rub.
Oh my.
Period.
No, but seriously,
everybody. Hey, listen, everybody need their booty rub. Let's just keep it real. If people would get their booty rub
like just
more,
to have sex. Like, hey, okay, we just gonna have sex.
No, for companionship. So when we go out, and we tend to be, outside often, y'all don't ever sometimes look at us and just be like, I want to go out with a dude.
No.
Oh.
Sometimes,
I do.
Sometimes, yeah.
I do. I mean,
see,
sometimes I'll be like I love y'all to death, but it's like sometimes like I be wanting to get
enough to do all that with.
Okay.
Even if somebody was consistent, I do not never feel like that. I never feel like I want to go on like a dinner date. I never feel like that.
But we know you don't want to date though. Like right. You like that's your whole thing. You just don't want to date. So I don't even know how we would even get anybody to be with you. I don't even know how we would. And this is my best friend. So this is how
we would get anybody.
I just don't know how we would even
see now. First of all, how did we get there? That's my first question. Like, what happened that you don't want to date, period? Because I feel like there's a lot of people in your position. Right. So you're not wrong for feeling that way. Mm-hmm. But how did you get there? Because you're only 30. Right. So you should be wanting to date more now than anybody.
Kit Kat the Nun, she felt that way a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it has been changed or what.
And you know what's funny with Kit Kat? As much as I give her shit, she's a great time.
She is. She is an absolute great time.
She is all the time.
But I just feel like she beats men, so that's why they don't want to ask her out.
I'm telling you,
we'll fight.
Right? Like, I know Kit Kat's family somewhat, so
we will fight. Shit.
I know her family. Okay. And we have been in public spaces together. Mm-hmm. She is a great time to be around, but I can also see that with the current state of the dating world, she's not with the shits. No. Because one dude who will not tell the truth when she would have just gladly, if you would have told her, this is what I'm on, give her the opportunity to make the decision, and instead he wanted to finesse the situation, she will kill him.
She probably would.
I just cut him off.
She would cut something off.
I mean, and it's and that's the thing that is hard because so like for me, like and my boo over
that's
here.
When you pull your mic up, I just realized that's why I can't hear you.
Because she don't like to do a lot of talking.
No, fam, you here. We don't.
Right.
We talking to you now, so
but
you
like
gotta
as
talk.
a person who like gives a lot of chances. I have given a lot of chances, and like I feel like now at this point, like if I tell you I'm gonna keep it real because I'm a softie. I'm a real softie. Like I'm emotional than a mug. Like I love you forever, like forever in a day, and it's gonna take me some tries. You're gonna have to be like, get off me, bitch. But I just love hard. So like for me, hey Tan, for me it's like I definitely want to I want to love somebody. I want to love somebody again, but it's like I'm not finna, like, you're not finna play me.
Right.
Like, fam, like if I tell you that I don't like something,
Don't do it.
don't do it. It's just simple as that. And I'm gonna treat you like a king, all that goofy shit people be saying. I'm gonna treat you like a king. I'm gonna do all that good shit. I'm gonna do all that shit you like. But just talk to me nice and just treat me nice. The minute that you don't treat me nice, you're gonna regret it. And one or two things is gonna happen. I'm gonna keep messing with you, and you're gonna see that side of me that you don't want to see, or either I'm just gonna leave you alone and you're gonna miss me.
Let's get back to best friend.
Okay, best friend.
Because she never answered the question.
What was the question?
Why
At 30 years old.
At 30 years old, why
you
is
not
dating completely done? Because you said you haven't dated since 2016, right? That means you haven't dated since about 23, 24 years old. If my math is mathing, right?
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. At that age, most men are stupid. So to not want to deal with men, period, when most men are just learning how to be men, do you feel like you're giving the dating pool even an opportunity to mature? Because at 30, you cut everything off.
Yes, because I feel like
Bring your mic closer. You know your voice ain't that big. Quit playing.
Yes, I feel like honestly, it's not, the dating pool is not in a better state now than it was when I stopped dating. So
it's worse.
I don't feel so I don't feel like it would now benefit me to start back dating.
But with you not giving dating a chance, do you feel like you may be cutting off possible opportunities?
No.
So you feel like that nobody has ever presented themselves.
She don't give a shit.
In a way, and I'm getting there. In a way that you may be like, I might give him at least 1 or 2 dates. Or do you go in with like a full Great Wall of China in front of you, and this nigga, all he has is a silver spoon. He just got to get this wall down to even get close to you.
Yep. It's more the second situation.
But why is it?
But I don't put myself out there. I don't actively pursue people, and I don't allow people to actively pursue me. So because I don't want to date.
Listen,
I'm not even talking about the date part anymore. Just why are you closed off to humankind?
Because people hurt you, and I don't like being hurt. Because
You
if
can't
I'm hurt,
hide from hurt.
but if
I can't hide from it, but I can prevent myself from being hurt in the aspect that I was prior by not dealing with men. Period.
You see, you are the kind of person who had a car accident and will just get rid of all cars around you.
That's why I can't ride a bike.
That is me.
That's why I can't ride a bike.
That's not the way to live, period, though.
It is. I haven't like dated, but I have talked to people.
She's
and
not
I have given people chances, and it's just like, nah, no.
I worry about you.
Me too.
I you know, and that being
not like oh, you're never finding
yes.
I'm worried about you more so because you have a quick to cancel mentality where it's like, okay, you know what, I see an inkling of something that's familiar. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna run away from it, period. I don't want nothing to do with it, instead of learning how to deal with it. Like your fight or flight instead of preventive.
Yeah.
And I feel like you need to learn how to be preventive.
I can prevent myself from getting hurt by not dealing with men.
You're not going to get hurt. Every situation is not going to hurt you.
You don't know that, and I don't know that. And
you don't know that either.
But the thing is, I'm not willing to take the chance.
I've literally, like, we've had this conversation a million and one times because, like I said, even with all of the shit that I've gone through with these guys, and I've gone through a whole hell of a lot. But I still believe in love, and I still believe, there's somebody that may be out there. Again, I'm not like I was before, where I'm like, I want to be married, I want to I'm not like that. I still believe in it, and to know that this is how she feels at 30 years old, do I absolutely be like, baby, why? I want you to experience loving someone.
Right.
Because I think it's something really awesome about loving somebody and you not really expecting anything out of it. but you also being able to recognize that I'm getting loved properly back. Like I truly I want her to experience that. Like, have I experienced that? I have at times in the same relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that, like, that's an awesome feeling, but it's also a very hurtful feeling when you've given literally everything to somebody.
Best
Literally everything.
Best friend, let me ask you a question. Were you ever in an actual relationship?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. How long was that relationship?
Probably like 4 or 5 years.
Okay. Did it start in high school or post high school?
Post high school.
Okay. I got to ask that question.
Yeah, post high school.
Relationships are completely different.
Right, no,
Because you're young,
definitely.
so that window is really, really small.
Yeah.
What did you learn about yourself while in the relationship?
I learned about myself that I am very trusting. I am very emotional. I am
A true damn Pisces.
Yes.
Wiry
What
asses.
else am I?
Hey.
I'm just saying.
I can be very loving and very selfless. I think that's it.
So your biggest fear is giving your all to somebody and not getting it back.
Yeah, because I've done that before.
The
And I
reciprocation.
refuse.
But you did it at an age where both you and him were learning who they were.
Right.
That's true.
So, do you feel like now that you are older and you actually deal with somebody more mature, that you would get reciprocated back the same thing that you have?
No.
Wow.
I have tried to deal with people older than me, and it's like
because I really don't think so, because there's so many people out here and they're like, oh, I'm not calling you that much. If you don't call me, I'm not
and then it's
calling
also
you.
I have developed like unrealistic standards.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah,
what are your standards?
I have developed like unrealistic standards.
No, they may not. Contrary to popular belief, what a lot of people consider are unrealistic just means that the individual you haven't met doesn't value them yet.
No,
so they may not be unrealistic.
Mine's is different. Like I know.
So what are some of yours that you feel like are
that need to be worked through?
What are some that you feel are
like
unrealistic?
I have very serious like abandonment issues.
Understand.
So it's like if I can't be in constant contact with my person, it's a problem for me. Like it's gonna create extreme anxiety, and we gonna have a horrible day. Like if an hour go past. And that's unhealthy and that's unrealistic. And I don't want to be in a relationship where I feel like I have to have this person on a leash right here, you know?
You may not. You may end up having an individual who wants to be in that same space with you, though. Because there are guys out there who yearn for a woman who always focuses on them.
So, but here's the thing with that, though. And I feel what she's saying because of the fact that, and I'm just going to speak on me. I have a little bit of those issues as well. And the reason that I feel like that is because I was in a relationship with somebody that used communication as a punishment.
Yep. That's really what it is. Like stop talking to you, block you.
Exactly.
And
so if I'm upset with you, I'm not going to talk to you for 2 to 3 days. And then I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? And so
oh, I'm getting on you. Don't be looking at me.
So with that being said, yeah, see, and that's nothing I don't agree with. But but like
Kit Kat kind of like the way my girl's mom's is when her and her sisters talk, they're very disrespectful. But that's just their form of communication, and sometimes can be perceived as their love language as well too. The thing about it is if you don't know that that's how she talks, it can be problematic.
Oh, sorry, I thought he was making a video.
Yeah, but she, but she not only, she doesn't just talk like this with us. She talks like this.
No, she talks like that with everybody.
Yes,
that's just how she is.
Yes. And so
that's why her man is in the bar. That's why her man is in the bar.
And I mean, and that's the thing. It's like you try to be good to somebody. Mm-hmm. And I know that there are some females out there that are just mean, that are absolutely mean. Somebody actually, like a guy said to me, he was like, "You so nice." What the fuck? I'm nice, nigga. I mean, that didn't sound too nice, but
Right. That was like aggressive.
but that's what I said though in my head. You know, I'm a gangster in my head.
Okay.
And that's what I said in my head. Like, what do you mean I'm nice? But it's literally
They keep calling me.
it's
Come back to the
literally
streets.
women out here that's mean.
Mhm.
And I try and it's like for me, it's like I want to be nice. But then it's like some of y'all try to like y'all think I'm a he. Y'all think it's he kiki. No, because I will bust your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I will hurt your feelings, sir.
Don't believe you. All women hurt men's feelings.
Nobody believes me. When I say that to people, nobody probably the only person that knows that part of me is her.
All women hurt men's feelings. Yeah, let me give you an example. Whenever there's an argument going on, regardless of whatever the guy might say about that woman in that argument, a woman will go ahead and go to his most insecure moment that he has shared with her and will use that as a way of getting her lick in the argument.
That one time when I told him to leave me the fuck alone and he didn't leave me alone. So he brought it on himself.
I didn't say that he wasn't justified.
I'm just saying.
But every woman will do that. Every woman does that.
And then told him his mama should have swallowed. Bitch.
And that's usually the go-to for everybody. That's like y'all bitch.
Right.
So it's understandable.
Right.
But
so let's talk about so
see, look, you just violent.
Yeah, I just got mad.
See,
so when you're dating, okay, so now, okay, here we are. We back out here.
For y'all.
You know what I'm saying? We building our roster. You know, it's what September. It's now September.
I'm still
you know
in the
what I'm
playoffs.
saying? You're not even in the playoffs, ma'am. You're not in
drafting.
You're still drafting. You two have been drafting
for a long time.
My roster, I think I shall start over. Wasn't too successful. One sticking around,
of course.
But whatever.
He'll leave once he watches the show.
No, he won't, because he don't give a damn.
You say that now until
What?
he sees the show. That's when they start. That's when they start talking.
An interesting perspective.
It is.
What? Once he see the show?
Once he start watching the show, he's gonna have some questions for you.
Question? Tell me what you think about this.
Just saying, it's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, and if it does, that's fine. Like
it should technically, it should happen.
Yeah, and we're we're in that space like where we can be honest with each other and we can be open with each other or whatever, and there's really no expectations. But
I have expectations that you're gonna.
I mean, I have expectations, but I mean, as far as like the things that I do, like just like I'm not questioning you, so don't just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It is what it is. You're not my man. I'm not obligated to call anybody back. I'm not obligated to inbox nobody. I'm not obligated to do anything that I don't want to do. Period. And that's literally where I am. So if I do happen to get on over there on the good foot with you, that's because that's something that I want to do. Now, you can fuck it up and then you off the good foot.
So
okay.
You're one of those, this is yours until you fuck it up.
This is yours until you fuck it up.
All right.
That's everybody.
No,
it's not everybody.
No,
because for me, like I'm like I like, you know, the roster. Let's get back to the roster. So, you know what I'm saying? So you have your roster. It is now September.
Mm-hmm.
So now that it is September, we are now moving into the playoffs.
We gotta catch up.
Yeah, y'all gotta catch up.
Y'all not even in the league no more.
I'm not sure.
I play it. I play in the D League.
For my team.
I'm in the D League. Over out the country.
You ain't even out the country because
you just gave up on basketball. No. You out here, Larry Sanders.
I'm injured. I tore my ACL.
It's the foreign for her, the rolls.
Right.
The rolls and the toys is the foreign. You in the foreign league.
Right. I think that's what I'm
But no, and that's crazy because that's where it's pushing people to go. you know what I'm saying, to not even deal with somebody that's human. Because
So you say I'd rather fuck an AI?
You damn near are.
you know, hey, that rolls. I mean, but I, you know, like I said, that, you know, I think everybody wants their booty rub. Everybody wants to have intimacy, whether it be sexual or not sexual. So in the moment, like when and y'all know, because we discussed this heavily, I think before I actually started dealing with people, with men again, that I wanted to, because number one, I still believed in love. Number two, I wanted my booty rubbed. And number three, because I still believed in love. Period. I
love love.
Yeah, I love love. And I really wanted to know, like, you know, like I didn't want to feel some type of way about getting back out there, you know, and it being, it's like, but no, you still, and then somebody inboxed me, and this girl, I really don't know her from a can of paint. I literally don't know her from a can of paint. And she inboxed me and she said, you know what? She said, you are beautiful. She said, there are men that are waiting for you.
I thought she was shooting her
literally. No.
You are beautiful.
Don't play the
Let me
games.
come over tonight.
I'm just
But you irritated. But you know, she said, you are beautiful. She said there are men that are waiting. And just for when that time is right. And so don't cut off love and don't write it off. But for me, I really could give a damn.
That's so sweet.
And it was so very sweet, and it made me cry. And I was like, oh shit, I want to be loved, you know. And then I tried, you know what I'm saying? And then I tried. And then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I like really, like right now at this point, like I'm good where I'm at. If somebody come and sweep me off my feet, God damn it, thank you. It don't take that hard. It's not that hard because I'm only 120 pounds. So like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not pushing it. I'm not pushing the envelope. I'm not sitting up with an expectation of this nigga about to be my husband. Nope, this nigga, and then turn around and this nigga don't even know how to plan a damn date. How you asking me every day what you doing? How you doing?
Yes.
Literally, and I see statuses like this all the time.
Good morning, what
all
you doing?
The time. What time you get off of work?
Yes.
Fam, every day, 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday.
Yeah,
I'm corporate.
I had
Ain't nothing different
every day,
except for unless if I'm going on lunch or not. That's it. But I work from home, so I'm eating at my desk. All of that shit, we got that out the way probably the first 3 days.
People don't have substance.
Right.
They
No
don't have nothing to talk
substance.
about or no personality.
Substance. And then I hope you watching. And then he inboxed me somebody that I first sent the friend request, or I accepted the friend request after I got done scouring his page, because that's what I do.
Yes, you're supposed to.
And so I'm like, okay, he cool. And then like 5 minutes later, it was, can we hang out? Nigga, with who?
With you.
You can't hang out with me and I don't know you from a can of paint.
Obviously you do. You his Facebook friend.
No, ma'am. Pam, I never saw you before. We have 75 friends in common.
So how long do you think it's appropriate to talk to somebody online before meeting them in person?
Good question.
She beat me to it.
Good question. That's actually one of my questions here.
I don't do it, so
I did it. It was like 4 months. Wasn't it?
It was 4 months.
I did it. It was 4 months.
It was 4
I talked
months.
to him for 4 months before I saw him in person.
That's actually normal, believe it or not.
I think so too. People trying to make me seem like I was crazy. Like, look at her face. You see that people are crazy.
Maybe
I'm not gonna meet you online and then come and meet you in 2 days. Let's go coffee. No, you gotta.
It don't be 2 months. I mean, it don't be 2 days. And I mean,
it wasn't 2 days.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's first of all, she has abandonment issues.
Yes.
So before she gives anybody any attention, she got to make sure that this person is going to be around long enough
for the long haul
after I meet you. So if he's still,
I see Shelton watching. I wonder if he's still watching. I sure wanted you to have you on there, but Shelton.
He'll be here soon. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
But we can do virtual.
Next one, I'm gonna have Shelton.
Do virtual too.
4
4 months. is technically a long time,
Mm-hmm.
but for somebody like her, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Her 4 months is probably the equivalent of you giving somebody 2 weeks. Because I can understand that. You gotta show me you still gonna be here for the conversation. You gotta show me you have natural conversation. I gotta see what you do on your timeline. I gotta see where you go. I gotta see how you move. I gotta see if you even like shit I like.
Right.
Because the minute she meets you, 9 times out of 10, she's already all in. See, she's
Right.
already like the minute she meets you, she mentally is already all in. So she just does all her homework behind the internet. Whereas in you kind of want to have physical altercations, and she just
What you
want to
mean?
make sure that
I
you
wanna
can
have-
carry a 9 and not get arrested.
Shut up.
But and for me, like I get bored easy.
Me too.
I get bored easily. So
Y'all water signs.
you know what I'm saying? Like and I could care
What are
less
you?
about
Fire.
What are you?
Fire.
No, like what are
what.
you?
Sag.
I'm a
Sagittarius.
That's
woman.
questionable.
Oh, really?
But
yeah, she's a Sagittarius.
oh, that's right. We
Um,
do got the same. We got the same sign. That's right.
And like
That's why I keep giving her
I
hell.
have
We
a
just
whole vagina
Right.
we the
here.
whole.
Mhm.
That don't
And
mean
like,
in this
for
day and age.
Yes,
You
it
can
does.
You can buy that
those.
now.
I was just
Right.
saying you can buy those.
You can buy those now.
Whole
Right.
8 ounce, 8 pound, 3 ounce thing.
Why are you walking around with 8 pounds of pressure?
Well, that's what God gave me. He gave me 8 pounds of pressure.
I
push
hate
it on
you
out.
and your
for what?
My
Her
son.
baby.
Oh, girl, wait a minute.
I thought she was okay. You was where I was at.
I was.
Oh
I was
my
gonna
God,
say, you's
really,
a lie.
Like,
You's
why
a
is it-
lie. If it's 8 pounds, you need to have the surgery.
Right, like you need to be where.
You need to be on the
That's-
on the
That's
table.
that's
Not
a
me.
tumor. That's a
Okay.
tumor.
Okay, that's a problem.
That's a
See,
tumor.
and I'm sitting here y'all just nasty.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
That's why I always like picking with you. Me and you the same
Just
time.
But yeah, but
nasty.
I get very bored. So, I don't really want to talk on the phone with you, but I do want you to hold my attention. I
Mhm.
do want you to, and I do want that interest to be there. So for me, if because for me, I'm gonna text you good morning. I'm gonna text you good morning with the, because that's me. I'm gonna do that every morning. Every night, I'm gonna do that. Throughout my day, I'm gonna text you. I may even call you if I like you. If I don't like you like
Don't
that,
call me.
I'm not gonna call you. I'm just not gonna call you. Don't look for your phone to ring and it be me. Not gonna happen. But I may text you because I'm building up. You got it's levels to it. However, if I don't feel that, like the minute that I feel, and I think
I'm doing too much.
yeah, that I'm doing too much, or that I'm getting on your nerves, and that's another issue with the relationship that I was in. I was made to feel like I was getting on his nerves. At times, because it wasn't all bad, but it wasn't all good. So with me being, damn, what you want, like, that type of shit. Now I'm a little guarded. I'm not gonna call you unless you call me. And then again, if I really like you, then I'm gonna call you back. So like that's kind of like my hang up. So for me, you have to call me. Like you have to text me. Even if you call me and I don't answer, I'm looking at my phone like, oh, shit. Folks call me. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the phone while it's ringing. He liked me. He called me. I'm not gonna answer. I'm gonna text you what's up. I don't know. But if that does not
Childish.
happen,
Just
then
childish.
the interest
Right.
is gone. But like I said, it's a buildup. It's a buildup because I have to know that, because once I'm in, I'm in.
Yeah.
Once I'm in, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're gonna have to shake me off.
Like
Shit,
a
Because
queen.
I'm
quit.
I'm gonna be sitting there like, I love you.
Yeah, and I'm
You
right there
know?
in my mirror telling that to myself.
I know. And then y'all gonna be like, girl, wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
You don't love him?
Mhm.
What Vic say, you don't know how he act when he mad. You don't know how he act
Yeah.
when he broke. Bitch,
Right.
bitch,
Mhm.
snap out of it.
Right
You
there.
know? And that's why, I love y'all because, y'all kind of keep me, you know what I'm saying? Because
You know,
the
I don't
minute
give a fuck.
the minute that I feel
Oh yeah,
like
you
I
got
be
a Sagittarius. We either in or we out. So
right, and her and Vic Sagittarius. So it's Pisces and Sagittarius. I don't know. I don't know how we do it.
you can't sit in that chair next
She
time.
can't
Mm-mm.
because she keep rickety.
Right?
Now you being nasty.
That's why she can't.
You
That's why she
crazy.
can't come back.
So I wanted to ask another question.
It's your show.
why is dating so hard? Like, why is it so hard to get somebody to plan a date? And we talked about this a little bit earlier about whose responsibility it is
Let's
to
start
plan
there.
a date.
Let's start there.
Whoever asks.
Yeah.
If I ask and say you want to go on a date, it's my responsibility to plan the date.
So
I agree with that.
But however, so let me ask you this. Cause I like taking niggas on dates.
I was
I
just
do
gonna
too.
say I do too.
I love it.
I'm always.
I like
And
doing
then-
cute stuff.
Yeah, and then
Friday
I like
nights.
it because I want it
like
to be
to take
to
that.
serve as an example of this is where I want to go. Okay, so I'm gonna tell
Mhm.
y'all.
Not even
This
this
is
is
what
where
I
I
like.
want to
This
go,
wanna
or
go,
this
but
is
this-
the treatment
yeah,
that I
but
want.
this is the treatment that I want, right?
Yeah.
So had a situation, met a guy, and the guy,
What guy are we talking about?
the guy, Big Country.
Shout out Big Country.
Shout out Big Country, who's no longer here with us. Didn't make it on the roster.
Got dropped.
So yeah, he got dropped from the roster. So met the guy, and I allow him to bait because he's not from here. Long story short, so where he actually is living, is out by the airport. So I allow him to kind of pick where we wanted to go. We couldn't come to the conclusion, so I just said, "Fuck it, let's just go to Applebee's."
I like Applebee's.
You know what I'm
Especially
saying?
they Parmesan.
We sat at the bar,
And
and I
you
felt
don't go
like,
on dates yet. You know what?
Because I order and I go get it and then I go home.
and we go on a lot of friend
Hey,
dates.
we go on a lot of friend dates.
That's another reason why. You know what? We gonna talk. Me
So
and you
Nicole
just-
said, she said yes, and this is how I feel. She said if it's the first date, the man is responsible. I absolutely think
I don't feel that way. If he asks you, yes, but it's like if you gonna go for it and I ask you on the first date, then it's my responsibility to plan it.
And see, you know what? And see, at one point in time,
I feel like that's where women getting lazy. Like, come on now, and y'all putting, and that's what we back to the pointing fingers. Like, just because you're the man, it's your responsibility,
Mhm.
regardless. If I ask you, like, no,
Mhm.
no, let's just go back to simple manners. If I ask you to go somewhere,
right.
it's my treat.
And I think, absolutely, and I do agree with that. But I really think that we're in the dating society is I'm waiting till you make a move.
Yeah,
I'm waiting till you make a move.
nobody wants to be vulnerable,
Right. And for me, and that's for damn show. For me,
I'm surprised
because
that came out of her mouth.
I've had men ask me for money. I've
Oh,
had
my.
men ask me, and like I said,
You would let me. You would
you
$5.
I don't have a problem.
You would
I don't
owe me
have a problem.
$5.
Like, if you're my
asking
man,
me for shit.
yeah, if you're my no. See, and there's a context with that.
Yes,
Because
I feel like it's a
how I
context.
feel in relationships.
No, that's different.
Right. But I feel like that's what I'm saying. You asking me for money as a man, especially when I have already told you that I have children, I don't give a fuck if my children are 1 to 20. If you are asking me for money or any woman for money,
Mhm.
and you know that she has children, that should make you feel some type of way. I have had somebody ask me literally out the blue, and I didn't even tell y'all about this. Literally out the blue, can I get $100?
For what?
Nigga, what?
What you do for me?
And
no,
I
sir,
had
you
just met
cannot.
him.
No, sir.
See,
You cannot get
This
$100.
is why I don't fuck around.
I was just gonna say,
Well,
prime
now-
example of why I don't date.
Now, and I hate finger pointing,
I
Mhm.
thank God that
and I
have not-
definitely hate saying this, but that feeling you have right there,
Mm-hmm.
ironically, there are a ton of men who go through that same
Oh,
thing.
absolutely.
Men are
Absolutely.
providers, though. They supposed to provide.
So, okay.
It's a difference
so,
from providing
yeah,
and
yeah.
you flat out asking
I
for
needed-
help.
I needed $100. You better provide.
Yeah.
The fuck? My daddy would have did it.
Okay, that's a problem, though.
Yep, that is.
I think,
Hold
I
on,
think
wait a minute.
that's a problem.
Sorry,
I get it,
I'm a spoiled ass brat.
and that's what I'm saying. I get it, but I don't. But it needs
Spoiled ass brat.
today's society needs to adjust a little bit.
Absolutely.
They society should adjust to what
Absolutely.
That's why you
Absolutely.
should adjust to what you need.
Exactly.
I like that.
You see why we fight? You
I
see-
mean,
see why we
I
fight?
like for me,
Shit.
like I don't
Thank you.
have a
society.
problem with showing somebody, and I think that's what it is showing somebody what your appreciation for me personally, the man that I'm dealing with, the appreciation that I have for him, for, you know, doing things,
Right.
you know, but at the same time, these guys, they look at some of them, I'll say, and you're absolutely right, Tone. Women do it too. Women do it all day long, and let's just be honest.
Some of them just
women,
plainly begging.
and that's how women are. Some women are taught. That's literally how some women are taught. Women are taught that, you know, that they supposed to get everything they can get from a man. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I've never grown up in that that thought process where, you know, we growing up and you know, the drug dealers, you know, the girls our age, like, ooh, they got money. That was never me, because I always subscribe to the thought process of, it's not my money. Like, even if I'm, you know what I'm saying? So like, for me, like, I'm not an entitled person. I don't think that I'm entitled to anything. Whereas it's, you know, somebody's money, somebody's time. I appreciate it if you give it to me. Absolutely. But then again, I'm not going to ask for it either. And because I don't want to, the minute that, because I don't ask for things, I think that's my problem. I'm going to start asking for some shit.
That's mine too.
I'm gonna start asking for some shit, cause I noticed these bitches be out here getting shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't be getting shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't be getting shit. I'm finna start asking for shit. I'm finna start asking what I want, and I'm gonna be mean, cause the mean bitches, and then they be asking for shit.
But they also, but you also have to look at,
I'm just playing.
For everybody that the mean bitch asks for, they hear just as many, if not more, rejections.
Probably so.
Or expectations.
Yeah. And then you mad because that man mad because you ain't sucked his dick. Well, you need to.
That escalated quickly.
Well, that's usually usually that conversation escalates.
Because we have women out here who are, I mean, you're walking around and you're really not satisfied. Like, you're really grumpy because you're not satisfied. And you say, oh, I want my man to do this, that, and the third, but you're not willing to do that.
True.
You're not willing to do the same thing. And that comes down to sexually, that comes down to emotionally, financially, all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that man want his back rubbed. He want his, you know what I'm saying? But then you get on social media and you see some of these posts and shit by these guys, and you like, damn, and I thought you was cute. But then you post some of the worst shit ever about a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, fam, you don't even have teeth in your mouth.
Oh my.
Why you being so mean?
They hurt. They hurt bad.
And then be the first to talk about
the same ones that always say, well, you was a hoe before, but when you give me now you want a church, now you want to be a nun.
Yeah.
They want the hoe.
But like,
the hoe is what got them there.
No, like, you know how let's say we just met today, and you heard your friends and everybody told you I was a hoe or whatever, going off up there, all of them. But then,
well, then why am I talking to you then? But continue.
Then you like, oh, okay, it's my turn. But then now I'm like, no, you know, everybody told me I shouldn't be doing that. So, you know, I'm gonna change my ways. Now what you looking for? The hoe, though, right?
That's what you. That's why you here,
man. And
your resume said that you get down like this.
I think the dating is so confusing. It's so confusing, and I think that's what the problem is, because nobody really understands what the other person wants. Literally, because dating
sucks.
It sucks
because people refuse to communicate the way that they need to communicate.
Yes.
People don't go on dates, therefore people don't have conversations.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say this, but we live in a society where sexual gratification supersedes relationship statuses. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to be committed to nobody, but everybody wants to fuck somebody.
Yeah.
So because most relationships start on the platform of a sexual situation, when sex starts to die down, or it's not the same, or it's not as wild or as nasty, as fun as it was to begin with. Now you sitting here stuck with an individual you don't
Okay,
really
thank
have
you.
nothing in common with.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you leave the relationship
Mhm.
because you don't want to be here no more, one person is upset because they gave so much to this individual and they didn't appreciate it. Meanwhile, the other person is upset because the person they were originally with changed on them, and now they're going into the dating world with those same hangups and angers in regards to it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows how to date anymore because nobody is required to date anymore.
Right. And you know what? And that's funny because um the moment that I told somebody I don't want to build a relationship or I don't want to build anything off of sex, you have to date me, take me on a date, you know, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear the nigga for what? What was it? 2 weeks? And then
What
nigga
you doing?
came out the what you doing? And then I said, oh, okay, you don't get to do that. And then it hit me with I had COVID.
Well, maybe he did.
It's so easy to say nowadays.
I mean, it still may be true though.
I mean, but I guarantee you had your phone though. I guarantee.
No, not really, because when I had COVID, I couldn't touch my phone.
Well,
but that's a whole other story.
Right. But the thing is that in the fact that like when I said no to this person was really like wowed.
Hold on now. Sometimes you have to give people time to mentally adjust to what is
No,
you do. Because you tell somebody they want to have a whole relationship based on sex. You say, no, that's not how I roll. That's not how I get down. I'm not doing that.
I will if I want to.
You want to.
Mm-hmm.
But we just saying that you
Right.
told this person at this
Mm-hmm.
point in time, that's not what it is. This individual may have to back up for a minute. It was like, whoa, okay, she ain't finna let me fuck. Do I still want to pursue this? Maybe it took him a minute to get it out his head. Maybe with him being COVID, dead on his bed, and him texting the bitches who did let him fuck, made him realize, maybe I do need a woman that's not all about sex then. And that's probably why he reached back out to you, because now he knows that he has to date you.
Fuck you, fuck that.
Thank you.
All of it.
Thank you.
Because people you have to allow people to mature and grow from it, though.
And that's the thing, though.
Now, do you have to say yes? Of course not.
Right.
But at the same time,
and I respect that. But at this point of where I am 41 years old. If the thought process or the me saying that I want you to date me, if that is a hard thought to fathom, or if you can't wrap your head around that and you want to deal with me, I'm not giving you no time to figure that shit out. It either is or it ain't.
Now,
period.
Yes, you being at 40, and technically anybody that's in that same age category should be there. But when you live in a world where it's easier to get pussy
and
the need to date,
they do.
Then it needs to date. You have to remember, men do not have to live on a day-to-day basis by that rule structure.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they're 40, they may never have to have done a real ass date all their lives.
And you know what? This was me and my sister were actually talking about that today, because we were saying that I think this is what the big issue is that everybody, men and women, are actually, now they're saying I have standards. Now they're saying I have. So that's just like a kid where you've told this kid, yes, yeah, you can have some candy before dinner. Yeah, you can have, go ahead. Come on. And then the moment that you say no, they having a whole goddamn tantrum because they're not used to you saying no.
Exactly.
And so it's like, now it's like the women, we're saying, God damn it, no. We're saying, no, you cannot just treat me any old kind of way. No, I'm not going to allow you to sexualize me in a manner that I don't want to be. If I'm going to have sex with you, it's going to be because I want to. It's not because I'm scared to say no, because let's just be honest. Let's talk about the 90s, and you know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of that rape culture going on, and women,
True.
and I have actually, I felt like I don't want to have sex with this dude, but I don't want to say no. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And
my.
it's a sad commentary, but it's what happens, and it's what happens in one of these episodes. I'm going to talk about being pretty, the plight of being pretty. Being a pretty girl is not all that is cracked up to be.
I got a bunch of bitches I can bring in for that.
I can't
No
stand
disrespect to the bitches.
no disrespect to the bitches. But definitely, the plight of being pretty. And it's not to be, you conceited or whatever. No, because pretty bitches go through some shit.
They go through most shit.
Pretty bitches go through some shit that y'all will never, like the uncles and like just I can't wait to talk about that shit. But we go through some shit because we're pretty, and we're automatically looked at and automatically said, I want to fuck you.
Mm-hmm, that's all they say.
I want to fuck you. Like we're automatically looked at that way, and it's like, well, damn, what did I do? And then sometimes you're questioning yourself, like, damn, I know shit, I'm pretty, yes, but
I can play the piano too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, that's gonna be another
questions. I like the
exactly.
piano.
It's there's absolutely there's absolutely a pretty privilege. There's absolutely a pretty privilege. And I'm not talking about the people who have the glow up. I'm talking about the people who have grown up. And this may sound like really bad, but I'm serious.
There's a dark side of pretty.
There's absolutely a dark side. And I think that's
the part that a lot of people don't see, because we live in a world where projecting your beauty is profitable. Sum it up in a nutshell. So people don't understand there is a dark side to pretty. There is a DMs that are just revoltingly disgusting because you are beautiful, or this person had a fetish with your feet or your skin complexion, all that. It really is. It is a wild, wild world out there, and it's so disgusting, which is another reason why women have a hard time dating, because most men who are pursuing you are only looking at you for the superficial level and don't allow you to project who you are. Like Kit Kat said, you play the piano. You don't know how many people may give a damn about that, but nobody asked.
Exactly.
Maybe that's.
You play the piano?
A little bit.
Ain't that some shit? You got to bring the keyboard up into this. Download the keyboard app and get that shit.
You play the
cracking.
piano for real? I like the keyboard. I like the piano. It's a beautiful sound. But anyway, fuck her. But
you know what I'm saying, black people.
What?
Yeah,
black people.
But and I think really honestly, in order to even like successfully date out here, I think that both parties really have to be honest. And that's almost like pulling fucking teeth.
Well, man. I think what the problem is, and I hate always blaming social media, but we can't lie that it doesn't play a major factor. Because I know for a fact when social media first started being a real big thing, I definitely took advantage of it. Social media allows you to get whatever you want out of society. You don't have to conform to the norms of what dating or relationship looks like. If you want a particular woman who looks and moves a certain way, you can go on social media and damn near find it. If you want to be an individual who doesn't put forth much effort and can still be able to obtain a woman, you can go on social media and do that, because you'll have women who will project the pick me mentality, and then you'll just date in this shallow pool of women, never trying to improve yourself, never trying to be better than what you should be, never trying to meet up with the standards of what courting and dating really looks like. You're just comfortable with dealing with mediocre. Like, she likes Applebee's, there may be a dude who only dates chick who wants to go to Applebee's.
I got a question. Because Tone, you've been sitting here, you've been giving us some real good shit. You've been getting, you see I had to get to the mic on this one.
What do you want?
You've been giving us some real good shit.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
So, Tone.
Nope.
Why you ain't got no woman?
Who said I didn't have one? You just assumed.
I mean, because you're a handsome guy.
Mistake number 2, you assumed.
Ooh. Well, I don't really think it's a mistake.
No. What I'm saying,
it as a question.
No, what I'm saying is that's another mistake that people make with students.
Assume.
And they assume. They assume that.
So let me ask you this: do you have a woman, Tom?
Yes, I do. I have several of them. Wasn't what?
Okay, so are you so you like the poly life then?
I am all for the poly life.
I don't got time for that shit.
Me either.
I don't got time for that.
I
Y'all not
cannot-
built for that. That's
I'm
it.
definitely
You
not.
damn right I'm not built
I'm
for it
way
because
too
listen, I'm gonna tell you something right here.
It would be
Let me tell
that
you something.
triple
Because
quadruple
if
murder.
you want to, if you want to,
If you
look,
wanna- if you
look, I'm
wanna-
about to go off. Because if you want to do some goddamn poly with me, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm quitting my 9 to 5. My business is about to be open within a year, and I have no financial worries. Period. But the thing
you
is
could do
that
all that. And
all
I
of
still
these,
would not do poly with you.
but no, I'm saying that is poly. The man is supposed to be the one that's providing. He's supposed to be the one that's making sure that everybody and I'm gonna say y'all, and I'm not talking about you, but y'all niggas out here trying to do some poly shit, and your number one, and it's only fucking, and half the time your fucking ain't even up to par. Oops.
Let me
And you
go.
passing
Hold up.
around-
Wait a minute. Hold
Messing
on.
up pH imbalances all around.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me back up. Let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
Early in the conversation, before we even got on me, okay, I stated part of the reason why the dating world is fucked up is because people want to base their relationships on sexual gratification.
That's true.
Which is the misconception
For
Mhm.
poly.
that individuals who are now all of a sudden all about that poly life
Mhm.
is leading into the narrative with.
Mhm.
Because we have so many open-minded women in today's society, and the LBGT community is
Mhm.
now everywhere.
Everywhere.
You're tending to have a lot of women who want to be with other women,
Right.
who are comfortable with other women. Therefore, you have a lot of men that are out there searching for another woman only to add as an addition into the bedroom.
Right.
Now, in that type of scenario, that is definitely something you're supposed to present prior to before you try to entice this woman into the scenario so she knows what she's getting into. But a true individual who is into the polygamy or the polyamorous kind of lifestyle,
Mhm.
everything is a union.
Right.
So
Right.
if we,
I ain't going.
we're
Yeah.
not trying to make you go.
I can't do it.
That's the number one mistake a lot of people make too. They want to
make you
just
go.
they want to just recruit. You look good. I want you in my.
Mhm.
No, you're not supposed to do that.
Mhm.
When you're out here trying to expand your community like that, your village, you look for like-minded people. So for an example, like you said, if you're going to be in this, these are your expectations for this relationship. And at that point in time, we will make those expectations a reality if you are becoming part of our family. Because you having a business also grows the family as
Right.
well too. You having 4 kids means that these kids are our kids on top of the 2 kids that I already got, on top of whatever kid that this woman have here. We have a whole family. So everything we do together. Everybody's opinion matters.
Mhm.
You don't just kick it with me. You kick it with her. She kicks it with me. She kicks it with you.
Kick that bitch in
Everybody
the
is
head.
together.
Man, I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, the bedroom situation is a conversation that you and your partner discuss amongst y'all.
No.
Okay? But when it comes to the full aspect
Nisa
of the
said,
relationship,
"Nah, I pass." Me too,
everybody.
girlfriend.
But that's why it's not for everybody. That's why
Right.
if you pay attention, it didn't really start being a big conversation until social media made a big conversation.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
the poly community has always existed.
Mhm.
It has been around longer
Right.
than hoeing.
Right.
Let's keep it a buck.
That's true. Because I watch I watch
Sister
a lot
Wives.
of the Sister Wives. I
And
love
that's
Sister
really when it
Wives.
started, when
Yep.
that show
I
came
love
to
Sister
existence.
Wives, and even just me watching that, and then I watch a lot of there's like a Amish show like Surviving. I'm into watching stuff like that, but for me, nah, you ain't
It's
gonna
the
be able. You ain't listen here, and hear me well.
See, here's
hear me well.
here's the thing. The poly life has actually been ingrained in a lot of communities. But one of the biggest things in those communities is you can't have more than what you can afford.
Exactly.
So you are not legally allowed to bring anybody else into the family if you don't have the value to be able to maintain that. So there's
Mhm.
not just an individual here because, well, she don't like to fuck no more, so I'm only gonna fuck on her. No, you have to take care of her as if she is your wife,
Right.
because that's exactly what she is.
Right.
So her wants, needs, and desires must also be satisfied. It's not only about your dick. And to be honest with you, in most polygamous relationships, it's never about your dick.
So I never really knew this. Let me write this down. I'm writing notes as we speak. Tone.
You said
Polygamy.
poly.
Why is everybody surprised?
Poly man.
I mean, because I'm really intrigued with that whole lifestyle.
It
And
is
again,
intriguing.
I would never. This is something that I would never aspire to because my hands get to shaking with my nigga looking at a bitch for too long. Okay. I be hey, what you doing? You know.
I am like you. I am a huge love kind of an individual.
Mm-hmm. So you just got all this love.
To a certain extent, yes. But it's not always sexual.
Right.
Okay. With me, a lot of it is intimacy. A lot of it is time. Like when it comes to my love language, two of my biggest love language is physical touch and quality time.
So
they can flip flop.
Spending time.
Spending time, rubbing booties, hugging, kissing, all that stuff. That's literally my thing. So as I get around a person, and
that's why I got a divorce. Unexpected polymess. See?
Keyword unexpected.
Let me tell you something right there, Miss Gail. Let me tell you something right there, boy. I be typing this shit from the cell. I'm telling you, it would be a problem because that's I'm so not like, and I'm very understanding and I'm very open, and I know that polygamy is not just sex. However, for me,
it's not even just
anything that you are doing with another woman that you can be doing with me, I have a problem with it. Any woman, and I just because I'm you ain't gonna need nobody else. What the fuck?
Even you mean? I'm going for method man though. You hear? I'm going for method man.
But here's the thing though, and this is the part I think a lot of
love all his wives, bitch. Like, you need help with your laundry, sister? Come on, I got it. Daddy be home tonight. Come on, he want us clean, baby. Come on.
But I think that's also the thing that a lot of women tend to take out the equation. It's not only about him. That woman is there for you as well too. That friendship, that bond, that connection, right. Make it. You have a hold up. Let me finish. You have a whole business that you're running. You have a whole business you're doing. You have 4 kids that you're taking. She's there to help you with that just as well.
Roll them rolls.
She's there to make your life just as easy. The whole thing about this is all of this at the end of the day is to make our lives as easy and as comfortable as possible.
One of my sister wives ain't on scene and my nigga ain't there, they fucking, and I got a problem with it.
On God. I'm
like, why?
Excuse me.
Yeah, see, he don't even like to ask me like that. See,
excuse me. I think you're doing that wrong. He don't like that. Like for me, because for me, there would be, we have this conversation as well. It's like, like if this guy is dealing with somebody else, would you still, try to pursue him? Hell the fuck yes, I would.
Hell the fuck no, I would not.
Because guess what? I'm Big Mama. The fuck you talking about? I'm Big Mama.
I'm not.
Because once he get done dealing with me, because I know for me, there's things that I'm not like any old other woman. I'm gonna love the shit out of you, and so me loving the shit out of you, that's gonna be in every facet that you can think of. If I love the shit out of you, you know what I'm saying? But again, there's levels to that. There's not we just not.
I'm not doing that shit.
But
we just need to talk.
But I literally, but you got to make your way up to that. Like ain't no and like me said, I end up treating her like the help. Like folks, like I like dead ass. Like we got a nanny because you're not fucking him. Cause he not even because once he gonna be like, this ain't BB, and hey, and everybody can't do what BB do.
Well, now listen,
everybody can't do what BB do.
BB got some love new pussy.
But that's the thing though. You can love new coochie all you want to. Mm-hmm. You can love new coochie all you want to, but when you get that coochie that you be like, damn. You gonna always think about it,
and it's gonna always be another coochie.
You gonna always
make him go.
And but you know what? Not Lil BB. I'm sorry. I mean, that's just and I get what you're saying, but that for me, I'm just very confident in the woman that I am.
Very competitive.
I'm very competitive. I'm very possessive.
I'm not gonna compete with nobody.
I'm very
if it's
I don't
between
have
me
a
and
problem
another
with
bitch,
it.
Pick her.
Yeah, if I know because you have to be realistic though. You have to be realistic. You cannot be unrealistic and think for 1 second that I meet a nigga, I meet Tone. I'm the only nigga. I'm the only bitch talking to Tone. No.
Well, hold on
never
now.
Go in there thinking like that. Never.
You should never think like that. But if you keep a person entertained enough, you become that with no problem.
Absolutely.
Now,
absolutely.
Before I was attacked,
on, bitch.
Before I was attacked for being okay with the poly life. But that doesn't mean that that's the choice that I go with in any relationship I go into. I'm just open-minded to that concept. That's a conversation that, if presented, I would have. Because let's be honest, if we were to ever go out and add another person to the roster, it would be a team effort.
Yeah, that's a hell of a roster.
I wouldn't just go out here and be like, hey, I met Kit Kat at the bar. I think she'll be good for us. No, because even though being Kit Kat may be a perfect match, you two may hate each other fucking guts.
I wonder if I could get 4 niggas.
You should try.
You not about that life.
Shit, I'm pimping.
You not about that life though. I just want you to know the double standard that just popped up in your head.
You don't know me like that.
No.
How is it a double standard?
Because she just sat here and had this whole 15-minute monologue where I won't share. No, I can't be the other person.
Because in
but
my
you
head,
can have.
Because in my head, I just had an epiphany. I just had an epiphany like a motherfucker.
That if you have 4 men and they all serve their purpose,
they all serve their goddamn purpose. They all serve. They gonna stretch me the fuck out. But they will all serve their own goddamn purpose. So, but here's the thing though. So like I will have one to do the housework.
That's wild.
I will have
These
one
sound like servants
to give me the wang dang doodle. Hey, you ain't even got to get up off the bed, player.
He's gonna lead a nigga in the bed.
Then I have one. You got to go to work. You got to go to work. You know, you got to make like over 75,000. Like
that is a wild,
like you had
wild requirement,
and that's why it will never the fuck happen.
Okay? Wild requirement.
It will never happen. It would never happen. And then like, cause I wouldn't be able to just I have problems sometimes. Like remember who I'm
that's
talking to
that's
sometimes.
another reason why I can't do it.
You know what I'm saying?
I call somebody
damn.
else's name quick.
That's why you date all men with the same name.
What?
You date niggas with the same name.
I don't. And see,
or you just call
I
them
don't remember what I told. Like, and I can't lie because I'm not gonna remember what I told.
But you're not supposed to lie to begin with.
I know.
That's part of the reason why it works. You don't lie.
My friend watching this. I'm gonna end this live right now because I want to say some things.
That's why you don't date. You don't lie because you always forget to lie.
Yeah, I do.
Not saying you in general, but just overall.
We
always forget shit.
The lies I tell these characters.
I don't lie. I just withhold. You don't know everything.
Yesterday? I'm like,
you won't know everything.
The beach and shit. I thought you had to work. I did. I told you that.
Yeah, I just won't know everything because you're not privy to know everything. I don't have to tell you everything. Honestly, really, out of the men that I talk to, there's really honestly only one and y'all know who that is. There's only one that I probably tell everything, and I really probably shouldn't tell everything to.
Yeah.
No, you gotta get to the point where you tell somebody everything.
I'm guarded. Don't nobody.
I mean, but that's my friend, and like I think if situations were differently, he'll probably be my man.
Oh my goodness!
I just told you.
Where is
because if we end on a sour note, I'm crying.
Oh Lord!
I hope you watching.
Where's victory?
Cry.
We need victory right there.
I'm gonna cry.
What's the next question?
I hope she don't cry.
Because now you're talking out the side of your
Okay,
neck.
I know, right? Okay, so do you have a type?
No,
I do.
Yes, everybody has a type.
I do not have a type.
You don't date, so you don't count.
But I will date
N/A.
If I was to date, I will be like I'm open to any type of person, not genders though. I only date men. If I was to date,
Tell us when y'all first met.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because we was drunk.
Yeah, we was. Yeah, that's another thing.
But I think I do have a type.
Everybody has
I know
a type.
my type. I've said to
think
y'all
I'm
my
the
type
I don't like
before.
light skinned men.
I don't like
I
light
don't
skinned
either.
men.
Mm-mm.
I like a good dark skinned brother.
Mhm.
I like a good scruff McGruff. You gotta
Yeah.
be a little on the side of ugly.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Hold on now. I'm offended.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I did call you handsome.
Right.
You
that
got
was-
you got a little side of ugly to you.
Oh my god. I've already accepted that like since I was 18. So it's okay.
No, but really, honestly, I love it. I don't want.
No, that's cool. I don't want to be beautiful. I don't want to be the nigga who got to use the same product you do.
And I don't. And call me crazy.
I don't
want
to know what eye cream you use because I use it too.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
I
God.
want you to have I want you to have a little bit of dirt underneath your nails.
You
just
are
a little
crazy.
bit.
No, I do not want you to have that.
Just a little bit.
Dirt just means you use your hands. And if your handsy,
You
that's
like getting fingers?
But they also
No.
mean your hands ain't clean.
what the
See,
fuck
that's
is
why I
wrong
asked
with
it.
you?
No,
That's why I
I said
asked.
Do you?
Hell no.
it's the symbolism for me that you are using your hands. I
Your
necessarily
nails don't gotta be dirty
I-
though for me
right.
to know that you work with your hands.
well just for me. Just put a little dirt on it. God damn. You know what I'm saying? Let me see you with the orange hand wash, you know, in your house. But I think see, that's my issue.
Yeah.
I got issues.
It's
But
all
that's-
right.
We
That's
all
not an
do.
issue though.
Should've
We
dressed
all
up.
do.
That's not an issue though. That's actually just
It's your
knowing
preference.
what you're
Miss
attracted
Gail
to.
said a little ugly makes them humble. You ain't even
That's
gotta
a
be
tell.
humble.
That's a
You
lie.
ain't even gotta be humble.
That's-
Because
Miss
guess what?
Gail, I
hate
When
this.
when they
Around.
ugly and you lower
Yeah.
your standards a little bit,
Yeah.
they get to treating you like you fucking ugly.
But I don't.
And
I
it's
don't.
like you, the ugly one here, motherfucker. I
Right.
didn't lower my standards to be with your ass. You gonna treat me like shit?
Yeah. Y'all saw my ugly.
That's why she ain't messing with nobody right now.
No, I like this.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm
no,
loving
I know
it.
that's my boo thing.
But I showed you my ugly.
Yeah,
And he
I like him.
acted like he was just a shit.
yeah.
No.
Ugly is only in the eye of the beholder. That's
But
why
you
we do
And
that.
I'm the
Everybody knows you look
beholder.
like
I'm
a
Because
beholding.
you might think that this individual
I'm
was ugly,
beholding.
but there's another woman who
Then
works
told
with
him he fine and he believe it.
I love it because somebody may be looking at me and be
No.
like, "Girl, you was ugly."
And
I
I know
highly
there's a
doubt
lie.
it,
it,
but
it varies.
it could be. As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all. This was like maybe like 5-6 years ago. I kid y'all not. I was pulling into my goddamn garage and it was a group of teenage
They called
boys.
you ugly.
And this motherfucker called me ugly. I swear to God, this was the first time. So he was like, "Oh, and she ugly." Oh, I said, "Oh, me?
Cut you deep, didn't it?
Cut me deep."
To
But
the
it's
white
okay
meat.
because I'm not for everybody, and I understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
skinny,
has different.
You know what I'm
types and
saying? I got little
preferences.
titties. You know, my booty. It may it
It might be small, but your heart is thick.
yeah, it's small, but it definitely it surprises you because you're like, damn, that motherfucker jiggle. But that's not what we're here for. But anyway, but
Money don't jiggle.
where was I at? But yeah, but that's what I like.
Everybody has
And everybody
types.
has their own expectations, but I think we
I have a
get
soft spot for ugly. Ugly is not my type though.
yeah.
Why
I
do
like
you
it.
have
Gotta
a
be
soft?
confident. Ooh,
Why do
ugly
you
is
have?
But
a
there's
soft
nothing
spot
wrong.
for
Yeah,
ugly?
I love. I don't want them to be.
Why do you have a
Not
soft spot
confident.
for
Because
ugly?
ugly people need love too. Until they take it to where Misa was talking about, that they get to acting like they're not ugly.
But it's not your requirement to just give them love because they ugly.
First of
Don't
all, it is
nobody
a
want your
requirement that
charity.
Everybody love. We're supposed to love everybody. That's a requirement.
We don't. We love
However,
money.
I don't. But they need some love too.
I don't love.
It's not
money.
your job. It's not your requirement to give it to them, though.
I said that some.
That's what white women are for.
Oh,
Well, damn.
I mean that's what they go to Racine and they
Okay.
See?
in
Show me the
Green
lie.
Bay and they
Show
get
me the
them
lie. Show me the
they
lie.
get them a Shea Whitey. They like the pink ladies.
Show me the lie.
I have a vagina. I can't say what people with penises do.
You
Same
seen
thing with women with
You
vaginas do
seen
with
it
this
and
day
they
and
come back
age.
to Milwaukee with them dirty
Sure.
dirty ones on and them wife beaters and they be dingy and they be having them big pink girls sitting next to them. You done seen it.
They be
You
round.
know it. You know it. You know it. And them girls be on meth and they be giving them their goddamn money. You know it,
Not
and you
the
done
meth.
seen it before.
Oh my.
I'm just seeing what
Well,
I'm
the
just
meth
I'm
heads
just
now.
talking about what I
never seen
see.
that.
Listen, I'm telling
my.
y'all, they should have never.
I'm not going there.
You shouldn't have never let me into these premises. I'm telling y'all.
Do you not watch the shows
and
on
I
this
be-
network?
I know.
You are mild.
I know. just wait, because I'm gonna heat up.
This is
But
normal.
Yeah, I gotta use the bathroom.
It's around the corner. So,
My next question.
what is your next question?
Online dating. What are your thoughts?
That's
I don't do
today.
it.
That's today's standard now. When you pay attention,
I don't do
It's a
it.
no for me.
why do you have a problem with online dating? You just made a person talk
Because
for 4 months.
Yeah, and it didn't work out. You see.
But what do you think is going to happen differently if you meet them in a grocery store or at a bar?
I think online dating gives people a chance to be who they want to be and probably not who they truly are. A lot of people, not everybody.
Let me say, because some of them, this is how they are able to open up more.
Yeah, some people, but it also allows some people to create a false sense of identity. So
I agree.
That's why you got to FaceTime.
I don't FaceTime.
See, look, you don't help either. You doing the same thing that you complained about.
No, I'm not.
You're not communicating. When you are communicating, you're keeping people locked behind a paywall for 4 months before you even.
No, we was communicating for those 4 months. We was talking and getting to know each other.
Right. Honestly,
You did something I never do.
Online is literally the norm now. It's how everybody is talking and dating at this point in time. Like nobody's really meeting in bars like that no more.
Not it.
Kick you old and you stubborn and you a Sagittarius, so you don't like change unless you the one changing.
That's right.
We are both Sagittarius. I know how you think and move. So I'm the same way. I don't like change, but I work within the confines of it. But online dating is basically the norm because it allows individuals who would probably have never had an opportunity, for an example, ugly niggas, to be able actually to have conversations with particular women that they may have never met in everyday society. True. You could literally see a girl who, if you were out in public, she wouldn't give a second glance at them. But going on, let's say Facebook, because I don't care what nobody say, Facebook is a dating site.
It is.
It just wasn't built to be one. It just is one now.
I need to stop commenting on shit then.
You're not going to do that. BB going to say something and you're going to comment on it. So, and that's how it starts. But someone can make a post. Then all it takes is for that guy to answer that post in a way you like to hear. Mm-hmm. So now you're going to notice his post. Then he'll make a post, you'll notice it, and you'll respond. Next thing you know it, you two are having back and forth banter based on different things that are being posted. Neither one of y'all are putting up a facade. You're just creating dialogue and conversation. So now the imagery that normally blocks everything or makes people make stupid ass decisions is now out the window. Now you're in the DMs having just a regular ass conversation. I have met a lot of people by just having regular ass conversations that we became good friends because of regular ass conversations that then turned into us dating. Aww. Something that I probably wouldn't have never did if I met you out in public. One, I'm semi-shy around new people. I don't trust niggas as far as I can throw them. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to say much to most people unless it's somebody I know who acts as a buffer in the middle. Mm-hmm. Like you have to be friends with a friend of mine for me to even consider having a conversation with you. But because of that type of interaction, I would never know that you play the fucking piano because I have no other way of being able to communicate that unless we had communications on online dating. Now, actual dating sites, that's trash because niggas is weird.
Yeah.
And most dating sites are just for hookups now anyway.
So look, so we all been sitting here, we've been talking about dating. We've been talking about drugs, you know, how drugs. Oh, yeah. The white girls and the drugs. Yeah, we did. That was the last thing I said before I walked out. Yeah. You took it but we've been talking about, you know, as women collectively, how we just don't feel the need to even get into a relationship, right? And how we're pretty much kind of scared, right?
Of course.
I go to the bathroom and the guy, I said, where's the bathroom? He like, oh, I'm coming this way too. I said, you know, joking, you coming with me? You know, little jokey joke. He like, oh, no, man, I'm getting in trouble again. I'm like, for what? I was just playing. Oh, I just got caught cheating.
Look, he at least admitted his mistakes and tried to avoid it.
No.
He clearly said, no, I'm not, because I just got caught. Meaning he understands that he made a mistake.
Meaning he has community opinions.
But exactly, and this is the reason
we don't
why
know what she wasn't doing.
And this is the reason
maybe she pushed him to that. push
No,
you into the
there
arms
is
of
no
another
Nobody
lover.
should
no,
be able
there
to push
is
you to
no
cheating.
pushing.
That's a whole nother topic for a whole different day.
It is, and we will definitely talk about that because I feel very strongly about
Yeah,
cheaters.
you can't push nobody.
I
to
feel
cheat.
very
It's
strongly
a
about
conversation
cheaters.
for the. I'm gonna play devil's advocate on that one,
But yeah, so I think because I think our time is up. I think that the most that we can get out of this, and we kind of just on the fly, like we always do. But I think the most that we can get out of this is being honest with the person that you're dealing with or the people that you're dealing with,
Yes.
letting them know first off, what it is, what your expectations are.
Mhm.
My expectations are I want a date. My expectations are that you're gonna have to text me a couple times throughout the day to make me feel like I'm special, to make me, what I'm saying, you think about a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let me know that I'm on your brain, my expectations are, I'm gonna be able to talk to you. I'm gonna eventually be able to, have some type of emotional connection, that type of thing. My expectations are that you're not gonna fucking lie to me.
Right.
True that. And then my expectations are, if that happens, I'm done dealing with you. Period. I may give one. Like right now where I am, I may give one. I may give you one chance. So if I tell you I don't like you pissing in my Cheerios
that is wild.
one time and you piss in my Cheerios, I'm be like, I told you I don't like that. But you do it again, I'm through fucking with you.
First of all, that's a nasty dude for pissing in your Cheerios.
It is, but you can't tell me it's raining and you're pissing in my Cheerios. You can't do that. Or however the saying go.
Yeah, that was definitely not safe. You can't piss on me and tell me it's raining.
You can't piss on me
I
and
don't know
tell
how Cheerios got back in there.
Oh, you know what? Because people be like, I didn't wake you up in the morning. I didn't piss in your Cheerios, something like that. Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, y'all know what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that,
wild.
like you let your expectations know and you just be honest. Just be honest with what you like and what you don't like. And at the end of the day, everything should pan out right. And if that person is just not for you, that person is just not for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's it.
Tell everybody bye.
Bye. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all gave me some good